Hello guys, Star here, and today I'm playing some chess in a Swiss chess tournament. So, I think that they may have already blundered. It is quite possible that they will blunder. They've already lost at least one pawn. And there's that pawn gone. Now I'm going to, let's see, I have a few options. I could start developing my pieces a little more, or I could just go ahead for the free pawn. But I think I might want to, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and develop a little more, so that way I can still castle queenside if need to. However, I highly doubt I will need to, as... Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to be castling queenside, so I can probably go ahead and capture the pawn. But first, before I do that, I think I'm going to go ahead and protect my knight a little more, just in case my pawn is captured. Now I can go after the pawn. Next, I plan to play bishop b4, so that way their knight is threatened, and they either take the knight or they are in danger. Let's see. So right now they're trying to they want to go for g5, pawn g5. So that way they can capture my queen. I don't think I'm going to let them do that. So I'm going to go ahead and play g5 myself and prevent them from getting any advantage here. Okay, so... They seem to be missing that I can do this. And as such, by doing so, my next move will probably be, yep, here it is, my next move. I plan on playing e4, because that is an easy fork. Easy fork, hold on. Yeah, easy fork. Now either my pawn here is going to be captured, or, okay, so yeah, they're running. They're going to capture my pawn there, and now I get to play this. They may capture my knight, or they may run. Those are their two options. I'm going to go ahead and count that as running. But now I actually have to do something to defend against it, or take my piece out of threat. Let's see, I could play queen g6 and put pressure over by the c2 pawn. However, I could also try, and I'm thinking that might be the better option, playing queen g7 and attack the knight on c3. You know what, I think that's my plan. That's what I'm going to go with. Now, I think that they may be trying to go for captures themselves. So, I'm going to have to look out for that. They may go ahead and capture the d5 pawn. Okay, no, they won't. They've given me a free piece, it looks like, but I got to look at this a little more. Hold on. Yeah, that's what it looks like, a free piece. So I think I'm going to go ahead and instead play bishop b4, so that way if they capture, I can go ahead and capture their knight. Okay, so they're playing that. And I'll respond with this. Okay, so it's obvious that they want to take my bishop. So you know what? I think I'm going to let them. They can take my bishop all they want right now. Currently up by 4 pawns. So trading is no big deal. Okay. So now it's time to go for the fork. Now I'm a little confused. Okay, so they'll just run away. get the free piece, and if they capture my bishop, that is going to be game over. Okay, so it is now game over. Alright, and I will go ahead and check the standings. GG. Now, as we can go ahead and see here, I am one of the few people who've actually won the game. And we're back with game 2. So, let's go ahead and start with e4. They respond with e5. So I'm playing against a guy named Becker, 2020. So, looking at their rating, not something that I would normally judge someone by. It looks like I may be able to just completely crush him. So, we'll see. I'm going to start and continue developing here. They've got a couple moves. I believe I might have just blundered. No, not a blunder. Minor inconvenience, I guess one could say. I'm going to go ahead and put him in check. Capture. If they capture my bishop, I just capture their other pawn. Okay. Now free capture here. I've completely destroyed their king side. I'm sure there's an opening name for this. But I don't know it off the top of my head, so. They can do only really one thing here, and that's capture knight or try to develop, but at this point I would have already surrendered, despite the fact that I do not like to surrender. I usually like to see all games come to a finish. As you can see, I won last game, so now this is game 2 of me playing. Put him in check. He has to move his king. Didn't move his king, but instead just moved his queen. And now I have a significant advantage over this player. So I guess we'll see where this leads. Let's see. Not really much I can think of in this position. All I can really think of other than nothing is to just develop and trade pieces, because right now, I mean, as you guys can see, I'm obviously ahead, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay, weird trade right there, but you know what? I'm going with it. My next move, I plan on playing rook e1 check, unless they move the king or castle, either of which will be questionable, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and play. So right now I gotta move my knight. Oh, no, never mind. I forgot I could just put him in check. Easiest move right there. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna play there. And if he captures, I put him in check, and now I've got the fork. I could just do this. And I'm gonna next need to play g3 just to make sure that they don't back rank me because I don't pay attention. And because my pawn development isn't very good, I'm gonna have to keep working on that as well. I could probably get them to double up on pawns and crush them with that little advantage. I think I'm going to start advancing my own pawns. Let's see, okay, so I'm just going to play it safe here. Capture, they capture, pawn forwards. And now they can only really block with their rook and try to stop me from doing that. That or they could resign, but in this case altogether, I have won. I'm just going to do this. Alright, now from the look of it, I'm just going to go for the capture, and now I'm just going to keep forward, advancing my pawns, as the structure is strong enough to just get by. My next plan is to play g4 check, g4 check, and now I can just keep doing this and annoying the hell out of this dude. Forces king back. What is this guy trying to do? I think he's trying to go for a draw, but I don't think he's realized yet that I'm not really an artist. Don't like to draw. Has he just given away all of his advantage, or have I just screwed up my play? I feel like he just gave away all of his position. Yeah, he just screwed up. Huh. My next move can easily be g6 check, unless he moves his king again, which will just make it easier for me to put him in mate. So I highly doubt he'll do that. Becker 2020. Okay, so my suspicions were incorrect. I didn't think he would play that move at all. But now that he has, I can do that. Game is completely in my favor. Alright. So either he plays rook b8 to save himself, or he surrenders. Alright, checkmate. And that is game 2 of this tournament. And I am currently first in this tournament. So GG. Becker 2020. Hopefully we can play again in the future, even if it's not on video. Alright guys, so here we are, round 3. I'm just skipping the after bits, so that way it's a lot quicker for you guys. Thought you might like that, so here we are. Roser 15. I'm not sure which it is. If anything, Rosser 15. They have yet to move. It's been 20 seconds now, and okay, so starting with King's Pawn. I think I'll also start with E6. Start with the French. My specialty. Gonna see if I can try. Recently, I've been studying the Sicilian, but I don't think I'm far enough in so that I would be able to actively play. So I'm gonna just be preparing, in a sense, for that now. After this tournament, I mean, it's weird. My words aren't working. But then again, neither is my brain most of the time. You know, one of my old friends once told me, dude, your brain is like a DVD. Like one of those DVD corners. It just every time you get a full-on solid thought, that's when it hits a corner. So, it's honestly very rare for me to think about something I'm doing. They may be playing Knight G5. No, okay. Interesting, to say the least. I sort of have to do this. Alright, so now I capture. And now what? I can advance my knight. Just develop it, rather. Just all the more reason for me to develop it. I think I'm just going to go ahead and protect that pawn a little more. Might be bringing my bishop back to b6. I might also just keep my rooks doubled up, but I may play rook d8. That feels like a good move, just hearing it said out loud. Rook d8. That might be a good move, actually. Let's see. They may be playing... Okay, no. Okay, never mind. There goes that thought. I'm going to go ahead and play rook d8, like I said I was. And now what? So they've played b4? No, b3. My bad. I was honestly thinking about playing knight b4. But now that they've done that, I can't. Because it just completely disables the attack I was going to be going for. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. And attack their bishop. So see if I can get a trade going. And now I can double up on my rooks. Okay. Oh. I could do this. But this looks like a good move as well. I think I'm going to do this just to prevent knight from developing a little more. Okay, so they played that. I played this. Okay, and now I'm going to bring my rook back. As, I guess you could say, a little bit of extra protection. My next move Okay, so that's actually a blunder, I think. Yeah, so I'm just going to play some en passant. Now I'm a pawn ahead, and they've got this little... Oh my god. Well, on the right side, at least I still possibly won a pawn from it, so... There goes my advantage there. Damn, I was trying to show you guys. Man, it would be so much easier if I actually had a computer to do this on. Oh well. Mistakes happen. Okay. So now I gotta focus on keeping it even and looking for an advantage on my own. So fuck. That is something I should have noticed. No doubt about it. And now that they want to trade, I sort of have to say no. Way too behind on pieces to be trading. Alright, now I just gotta make sure I don't accidentally make it so I can get forked. Although something tells me that's what they're gonna try to go for. Did I just win back everything? No. No. Don't. No. No, no. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm being butchered. That's not working as well as I thought it would. I really can't do much. Off our draw. Alright, so I think I'm just going to do this. I'm sort of stuck as it is, so I can't really do anything. They got to move their king. Or I've lost here. So there goes my possible first place. Hold on, I lost 17? I lost 17 rating points from that. Wow. That dude was higher than me. And I lost 17 to him. But altogether I gained maybe 12 from my two opponents that were lower than me. And that's putting them together. Oh my fucking god. That just triggers me. Just annoys the fuck out of me right there. Alright, here we are again. Game 4. So, I'm not sure which I should get into. I think I'm just going to go ahead and play Queen's Pawn. And... okay, so looks like this guy is much lower rating than I am. So I might be able to get those fucking ratings back. Points back. Who knows? 50-50 fucking chance. All I know is that if this guy doesn't hurry up, then I am going to have a much longer video than intended. You're probably seeing this after Thanksgiving, but if this is before or on Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. If you're not from America, Well, hope you have a good day anyways. Because everyone's got to have time for good days, right? They capture, I capture with knight, then nothing. Okay, so they played that, so I'm going to go for the free pawn. I don't know if he realized it or not, but this is also a blunder. Something tells me this guy hasn't noticed yet, or if he has, then he's brutally embarrassed by it, which I don't blame him on that.
Here's your computer. Who we on Zoom with?
Alright, let's see. Capture. Let's see. I'm not going to end passant here, but I can go for the check, which I'm not going to do. Instead, I'm going to go for the check, like I obviously said I was going to do. Honestly, looks like a great move. The only good defense I can see is they trade queens, but even that, it's a risky move. Yep. So now I am ahead, still by 3 points, or 3 pawns. It can also be described as up by a bishop. Alright, just keep trading, man. I'm all for it. Let's see. Let's do that. Oh, spooky. My next move I plan on being possibly knight e4. So knight e4. They do one of two things. They either A, capture, or I get the capture. Ooh, sorry about that one. Oh, that tasted nasty. Alright. Free move. Alright, go for a check. If they play king to d6, then okay, no, they didn't do that. Really hoped they would have, but guess can't get everything, huh? Let's see. Is he a premium player? Are they a premium player? Man, I really got to word things a little better. I'm thinking they might be. Okay, they stopped me from castling, but now they've made it so I have an easy fork. Sucks to suck. Alright, take, and then I castle. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now I'm putting pressure on, okay, 3-piece. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be real hard to lose this game now. I mean, I'm honestly up. I'd honestly say I'm up too much to lose now. But I may have just jinxed myself by saying that. I'm thinking that I'm going to at least get top 5 in this tournament. At least. But that's also because I'm going off of my about to be 3 wins and 1 loss. Alright, free pawn. Free pawn. Trade rooks if you want. All for it. It'll make my life a whole lot easier. So I'm all down for it. Alright. Only a couple moves left. Oh, wait. Yeah, this guy's noticed it too. Okay. Well, there goes that. I had noticed that I could have played bishop f1. And I would have been greatly rewarded by doing so. Oh well. At least now I get more material. Alright, is this about to be game? It's game. And good game. Was that the last game? It was not. So I'll meet you in round 5. Final game. Up against someone that is 1 point lower than me. Hopefully I can get to 4 wins. So, here we are.
You just say, wait, I'm talking to you? Same thing.
Okay. And perhaps we can do a trade already. Alright. And easy. Please don't tell me he resigns already. So I'm already at least a pawn up. Only one move would work here, and that's Queen F6. Otherwise, this dude's just an idiot. And now I've destroyed his entire king side. Made it so he can't castle. Alright. And I can just keep doing it. Just doesn't stop. If I play this, is this mate? No. No. Oh, fuck. I got excited. Alright, so one good move that I can see from... Okay, well, I should probably stop talking now, because they keep doing moves that I would normally not expect. Which I guess has its advantages, but in this case, not too much of an advantage. And now I've traded rooks. And alright, so it's game. Dude, it's game. Alright, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I'm actually a little disappointed by that. As of now, I'm technically second place. I expect that Black will lose here, but I highly doubt it, looking back at it. And I'll end the video with the screenshot of what the final placings are. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Why am I still doing this? Goodbye.